Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Pacific Tune. Today I'm bringing you guys a 40 kill TDM on Quarry. I'll be using the sleight of hand, TAR 21, silenced with stopping power, ninja, and what else am I going to be using this game? I'm pretty sure my killstreak setup is the Predator Missile Harrier Strike and Pay Low. I've been going for a lot of good TDMs recently, just preparing for Modern Warfare 3 so I can get out of the groove of playing domination. But let me go ahead and hop into what topic I was going to talk about. So today I'm going to be talking about being an only child. And I know that some of my subscribers may not be able to relate to this experience, but I am an only child, guys. And whether you guys know it or not, people actually look down upon only children in certain respects. And I would just like to clear up the fact that I am nowhere near some spoiled brat of a kid who always gets what he wants. A lot of the time, my parents made me work for what I wanted. If I needed to buy an Xbox, if I needed to buy a certain controller, equipment, I was made to pay for it because my parents didn't want me to have some feeling of entitlement that I deserved things because I'm an only child. Now, obviously, I am able to have more things than a family that has 7 kids because, my parents only had 1. And one of the other reasons is the reason that I'm an only child is because my parents were relatively old when they had me. I think my mom's was about 40 when she had me, and my mom was 39 and my pops was 40. And they're great parents, I'd have to say. And a lot of the times we may disagree on something, but whether we wait a week or so to talk about it to each other, we always end up working a disagreement or working a problem out. And it's one of the benefits of being able to have an only child or to be an only child is I can talk on a level playing field with my parents because I've been raised around adults all of my life. Because I don't have siblings, I have spent a lot of time around adults, and a lot of the things that I think about are things that adults think about. I don't particularly have a problem having a conversation with a person my age, but I can talk about things with somebody who's 40 that I can't talk about with somebody who's 15 or 16, 17. Like I can talk politics with I can talk politics with a grown person, but I can't do it with a young person because young people don't exactly care or understand enough about certain things in the government or what goes on in the government to have a legitimate and well dignified and intelligent conversation with them. Now, I'm not saying that all young people are stupid. I by no means am the smartest, I'm not the brightest crayon in the box or the most colorful crayon in the box, but I do my best to at least conduct myself in a manner in which that I can seem relatively intelligent. In growing up as an only child, one of the things that I've always had a problem with is knowing when to speak and knowing when not to. Because I'm an only child, I haven't had siblings to talk to. Like, say my parents go out to a dinner party, and there are no kids there, so I'm basically the only kid at this little dinner party thing. And I don't, I don't necessarily want to say I don't know my place. I do. I know my place. And, my parents have always told me when they grew up, that children were seen, not heard. And times are different now. We actually have mouths and we actually have opinions on things. And my dad has always told me that I'm special. And when I mean special, I don't mean I'm pretty sure that he meant that I'm special in the respect that I can have a conversation with somebody who's grown, understand what they're saying, convey my opinion to them, and do it in a manner in which is understandable, credible, and I don't seem like some blithering idiot. And I enjoy being able to have conversations with people who are older than me, younger than me, whatever. I enjoy being able to talk to people about anything. And being an only child has enabled me to be able to go out and be adventurous in a sense. I am one of the most outgoing people in my family. I mean, I can walk into a place, not know a single soul in the bitch, and I can talk to anybody. I can start a conversation out of thin air with somebody. And that's just the way I am. People in elementary school, they called me Mr. Mayor because I knew everybody and everybody knew me. And it's still like that today. I can start a conversation with anybody and, not have a problem with that. I have no problem starting a conversation with somebody out of thin air because you may not know what kind of impact you're going to have on that person that day. And sharing your opinions with people is good. You know, that's actually how you start dialogue with people, a conversation. You know, for the people who are watching this that, you know, have problems with talking to random people, you shouldn't. You know, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what people will say. And be their comment, you know, ignorant, be it extremely intelligent, you should at least do your best to convey an opinion to somebody and do it in a relatively intelligent manner. And because I'm an only child, I've had a lot of time to work on that. I've been alive for 17 years. I'll be 18 in February. And my parents have basically raised me to do the best I can in everything I do, any and everything I do. And if I'm going to have a conversation with somebody about something serious, I at least want to be serious about it. You know, you guys may see my comments on Twitter and I'll just be some raging idiot. But if you actually want to sit down and have a conversation with me about something, you can. And I can do it with some relative ease. And like I was talking to Clockwise Dylan on Skype last night, and we were talking about he has a problem with white people saying the word nigger and spelling it wrong. You know, spelling nigger with Q's instead of G's. And I basically went off on this rant about how ignorant black people are at times. And he found it quite interesting. And I was throwing SAT words out. I was throwing SAT words just out there, just killing them. But with all that said, guys, you know, I hope you kind of got an idea of what it's like to be an only child, or just how I've grown up as an only child. I don't think that I'm some genius, but I would like to say that, you know, I'm relatively intelligent. And with all of that said, the gameplay is about to wrap up. This stupid camping kid, God, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 3. I'm glad you guys liked the tips and tricks video that I did on my channel. And with all that said, guys, the final score is 42-8. My name is Specific2. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. It was relatively short, and if my voice seems a little monotone, I'm sorry. I wasn't exactly feeling my best today. It's really cold here in Atlanta. Well, it's not really cold, but it's cooler than usual. But follow me on Twitter, and yes, if you follow me on Twitter, I will give you cookies. And come check out my main channel. I actually have my partner background up. It's quite nice, and I got 44 most viewed in Israel and number 4 most viewed in Israel for partners this week. So I just want to thank you guys for helping me reach that goal. You know, it may not mean something to you, but, you know, just seeing that accolade on my channel, it makes me feel good. With that said, I'm Toom. I'm out. Deuces.